like she's his favorite for sure, but
because of
yeah, food.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Thank you to those who sent us some questions. We are actually going to be announcing the winners for our recent giveaway. And if you're one of the winners and we haven't messaged you by now, make sure that you send us a private message either here on YouTube or you can also always email us. So let's go through the questions now. So Blake and Sarah asked, how long have you two known each other and how many weeks were you when you felt your baby kick for the first time? We've known each other since 2009, so that would make it 9 years?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't make 8 years.
8 years.
8 years, look at that, our math is awful.
And we met in math class.
Yes, we actually did a How We Met Story Time Saturday video, so check that out. And in regards to feeling Grayson kick for the first time, I felt the flutters at I think 13 weeks, which is pretty rare for a first-time mom to feel the baby move that early. But I'm a pretty sensitive person, so it felt like a tickle, honestly.
Did you know it was him fluttering, or did you think it could have been something else?
I wasn't sure at first, but the reason why I was sure that it was him days after, because I felt him move around the same time every single day. In regards to like actual kicks, would have been around 17, 18 weeks, and I think Trevor felt him at 20 weeks. Only because Trevor would be asleep by the time Grayson moved a lot, which is in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I remember that I felt his very first kick Christmas morning.
Yes, and we also have a video for that.
Yeah, it's a short one, but yeah. I felt this kick. It was a faint, it wasn't very strong, but I could definitely tell it was him.
Yeah.
And as soon as I felt him kick, it was like an instantaneous, I guess the best word I can describe it is feeling in like just my heart and stuff, because up until that point, he was just like, an ultrasound or just something that I knew was in there.
Yeah.
But when I felt him kick, it was like tangible.
And
he just became
a connection.
Yeah, he just became so real to me, like in an instant, and it was the most unbelievable feeling. I can't really describe it other than that.
Olivia Nupp, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. She said, what was your dream job as a kid?
Mine was a baseball player.
Yeah?
Yeah, I grew up playing baseball. I actually had my very first year, I remember my parents got us, you could have an option to get trading cards. So it was like my own baseball card. I think I gave you one. And I think my parents ordered like 250 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember one day I autographed them all.
Yeah.
I remember like to mom, like love you always or something like that. And I would autograph it with my number and stuff.
Yeah, number 26, right?
I can't remember what
25,
my number.
something like that. We have a photo of it actually.
Yeah, so baseball player for me.
Yeah. For me, honestly, and you know this, I've always wanted to be a TV personality of some sort, and that's the reason why I actually went and did journalism school, because I wanted to get into broadcasting. And in a way, YouTube allows me to kind of, I guess,
have your own show.
in a way, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I actually really enjoyed doing YouTube, because I've always been into editing. I've always, for some reason, wanted the idea of being in front of the camera. So, yeah. The mommy of 2 divas. You're actually one of our winners, so congratulations. Virtual high five. Woo. Do you guys plan on having other kids, and if so, how many years apart? The funny thing about this question is we actually answered it in our previous Q&A, but I feel like our answer to this question will always be changing.
Yeah.
Like our answer to this question pre-Grayson is different from post-Grayson, post-birth.
I would have to say yes. When or how many years apart? Nothing planned. I think like 2 to 3 is probably like minimum, I would say. I would say between 2 to 4 years I would try to shoot for, but no plan right now.
Yeah, and we were kind of just talking about this earlier over lunch. Like, we're not even thinking about having kids right now. After having Grayson, I'm just like, whoa, like, can I do this again? And I don't know what it's gonna be like to take care of 2 children when we're already struggling with 1. And maybe it's because we are first-time parents and it's just all overwhelming for us. And of course, newborns are, I don't want to say they're difficult to take care of, because I know that kids in general there's challenges and there's always going to be new stages. So as much as people say, oh, it's going to get better, or they say the opposite, wait until they do this and you're going to want, you know, the times when he was a newborn. So I think we're always going to face challenges. There's always going to be new stages, but honestly, at this time, like, I cannot imagine taking care of another child. But I had always wanted at least 2 children. I never wanted an only child.
Yeah, I'm the same. I wanted at least.
Besides what we want, I think the most important question that we need to ask is, are we going to be financially comfortable? I think that is an important thing to, like, you know, really think about and consider.
I'm curious when we have a second one, if it will be as stressful, since we already kind of wet our feet with Grayson. So maybe the stress we're feeling now, or the overwhelmingness that we're feeling now, maybe won't be there with the second child. I don't know.
Some people say that.
Yeah, I don't know. So
yeah, some people say that. So we'll see. Only time can tell. Definitely not anytime soon though. So yeah. Gabriella Ochoa, you are our second winner. So again, virtual high five. Okay, she asked, how good are your pugs adapting to having the baby? Are they different? Do they seem more calm and try to not bother you much? Would love to see longer videos. Absolutely can stop watching you guys. So I really appreciate you saying that, because I actually try to be mindful of not having super long videos, just because I don't know if people are interested in watching longer videos, and I don't want to be boring. But so I totally appreciate you saying that that you want to see longer videos. The pods are doing very well. Actually, Muggs is extremely obsessed. We mentioned that a couple times in the vlogs, which I'm sure you've seen because we love to watch our videos pretty regularly. He follows everywhere Grayson goes. Yeah. Everywhere.
Like, to the point that he gets in my feet, and I
kind of get annoyed.
Stumble sometimes because I can't see.
Yeah, and sometimes it gets to the point that we are actually kind of annoyed by it, but we understand that he just kind of, I guess, cares for Grayson or wants to be around him. Yeah. You know, I think that the first couple weeks they were pretty understanding, I guess. Like, I didn't find them like they were showing that they were needy or wanted more attention. I was actually really surprised about that. Yeah. But I don't know, we're in 7 weeks in now, and I feel like they're starting to kind of act out. I feel like Benny's starting to act out.
I think they can tell that they're not getting as much attention as what they used to. But in the same, like Kian said, Muggs is completely obsessed with Grayson. Everywhere he goes, if we happen to have him in like the rocking chair close to the floor, Muggs is literally like right beside him or sleeping behind him, whereas Benny's from day off is kind of like, he'll kind of investigate him if he's close, like on the floor, but if I'm carrying him, he's content with having his back to us, chewing on a toy or in his bed.
He doesn't pay much attention.
Yeah, so he's different.
Yeah, which is okay too. Yeah. I think that'll change once Grayson gets a little bit older and can interact with the dogs. I think Benny would love him.
Once he starts like playing with his food and dropping it like on the floor from his high chair, that is when Benny is going to be following him around everywhere he goes. Yeah.
Carmina Haskell asks, how does making YouTube videos change your life, and how does it make you guys feel?
In a way, it's kind of helped me be a little bit more, I don't know, like out there.
Comfortable?
I don't know what the word is, but it just kind of, I guess kind of, it helps get me out of my shell a little bit more. Yeah. It's some of the things, some of the challenges we've done in the past, you know, it kind of, it just kind of helps me get out. Right. And kind of do that. I don't know what the word is, but that's how it's changed me.
I think it's kind of fun. It's something that we do together as a couple. Even though this whole YouTube thing has been more of my idea, I couldn't obviously have continued to do it without his support. Not that I couldn't have done a channel without him, but obviously it's great to have him, and it's something that we do as a couple. And in fact, sometimes Trevor is more in the mood to vlog and I'm not, you know, or the other way around, like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of nice, actually. I really enjoy it, obviously because it's my idea, but not only that, I've always loved home videos, and so, you know, with YouTube, and since we're doing it more of a vlogging, like, I guess, home video style. I really enjoy looking at our own videos. Like,
Totally, yeah.
It's weird, but I like to watch our own videos, and you know, even just recently, this is maybe off topic, but you know, with my mom's recent passing, the first couple weeks I had such a hard time with it, obviously. I mean, not that it's easy now, but you know, I was yearning, honestly, looking for more videos and photos of my mom and I didn't find enough. I was like, what the heck? Like, it was pretty upsetting to me, you know. And just the other day, I was watching our videos, and it just so happens that I ended up watching vlogs where my mom was in them. And you guys, if you've been following us for a while, you know, we mostly just vlog ourselves and not necessarily other people. So it was such a treasure to see those snippets of my mom, even though they were just short or whatever, but it's exactly what I was looking for, and I am so happy to have those. And you know, yeah, I mean, it's been good in that way.
We both are huge memory people, so pictures are awesome, but there's just something about a video that it just takes you right back to that moment and means so much more. So I'm excited to look back at like these videos like 10 years from now with Grayson. I think that is so cool. If I'm having this much fun watching our videos from just like 6 months ago, imagine watching videos from like 6-10 years ago.
Yeah.
I think that's super cool.
Amanda Higgins asked, do you have any desire to move back to the States? That question, it really is just for me, because I used to live in Illinois, in the suburbs of Chicago. I personally do not feel like moving back to the States at this time, but believe me, it took me so long to adjust and like Canada and Calgary. I had such a hard time adjusting here, but 8 years later, I'm pretty content, I'm pretty happy. There's so many benefits of living in Canada. Even now that we have Grayson, like, there's so many things that, you know, so much support, so much, I don't know, just besides just the, you know, medical benefits, I guess, because that's what Canada is known for. I mean, that's a pretty big thing.
That's huge.
But there's a lot of benefits, a lot of things that I really love about living here. So at this time, no. If for some reason an opportunity arises, then we'll see then. But right now, no. Bea Pearl Bulakau asks, what is your feeling right now with your first baby?
Just incredible love, I think is, that seems so insignificant, but I can't wait to get home from work just to hold him. And I come home, I kiss my wife, and I just go to Grayson, and I just want to pick him up and just to hold him. I think is probably the most incredible feeling to me right now. So that's the thing that I love the most. Yeah.
I think as a mom and as the main caregiver, my feelings are like all over the place. You know what I mean? Of course I love him, of course I enjoy, you know, being with him, and I've told Trevor many times that I actually, you know, wish I could stay home with him forever. I know we're only 7 weeks in, but I already don't look forward to going back to work after my mat leave. I'm not saying I won't go back to work, but you know what I mean? It's just that I have enjoyed seeing him grow up, and you know, I would hate to miss out, you know, once he turns 1 and then all of a sudden we're having, you know, somebody else watch him grow, you know, and majority of your day you're at work and you only see your kid for what, 4 hours, and then it's time to go to bed. Like, it's pretty sad to me. But honestly, like, back to what I said about being all over the place as the main caregiver, you know, obviously there's so much hormones, you're really tired. There's so much more that I think as a main caregiver that I go through that Trevor doesn't. And you know, the first couple weeks I wasn't in a good place, you know, a combination of, you know, maybe postpartum stuff and as well as my mom's passing. Like, I wasn't really happy, you know what I mean? And you know, I'm in a better place now for sure. But yeah, like, I don't know, like, my feelings, there's so many feelings, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, all good and bad, you know? So
yeah, it's a mix too, for sure.
Yeah, but of course I'm happy to have him. Of course I I love him.
I think another cool thing that I really like is I honestly just like seeing them interact. I knew this about her already, but to actually see it, she is such a nurturing and caring mom. And just the way she'll hold Grayson, but then also just the way that he kind of almost melts into her. It's just this beautiful bond that you're seeing develop. And I guess for me, there's nothing more that I want to see, obviously, than those two kind of hit it off. You know what I mean?
Hit it off.
But just the way he looks at her, looks for her. He's kind of getting to that age now where he'll. When she walks around him, you can see his eyes tracking her.
Yeah.
So you can really see that I think like she's his favorite for sure. But
because of.
Yeah. Well, that wraps up this Q&A. So thank you very much for watching. If you do have any more questions, leave your comments down below. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, and we will see you again next time.
Bye.
Bye.